as promised, I wanted to share a few things about the Strada Easel 31-day challenge. And sun is going down. I'm through with my painting today. Found a nice place to put the camera, so nice backdrop, so it's a good opportunity. So 31 days of painting from life in a row is no joke, and it was extremely challenging, to say the least. And I'm sure anyone who has given this a try is probably going to share the exact same thing. What I found really interesting is, I thought about it in the beginning when they did it in September. I thought I was going to definitely do it when they did it in January, and I thought it probably isn't going to be that bad. I'll tell you why. It was for a couple of reasons, really. One of the main reasons was just that the weather in January in Michigan is just completely unpredictable. And this particular winter, in general, it was incredibly rainy and super cold, and made it really difficult to get out and actually paint from life outdoors, which is certainly my preference to do. I have not, up to this point, done a whole lot of still life, which is the positive side of this whole thing. It forced me into, because of the weather and other circumstances, like I'll give you an example, getting out of work and going home and hopping right in the car with my wife to drive 2 hours away to our son's basketball game, having a game for a couple hours, grabbing a bite to eat on the road on the way home, getting home and finally sitting down on the couch at 10:30 at night. Then the realization hits you that, hey, I've got to paint something today. So that forces you, unless you just want to paint nocturnal when it's 10 degrees outside, which I don't mind painting when it's cold, but at night when it's cold and 10 degrees, probably not ideal. But anyway, it forced me into doing some still lifes, which I hadn't done a lot of. And when I started the whole challenge, to begin with, I wanted to get more texture into my paintings. And Brian Mark Taylor, the person who started this, one of the things he said in the very beginning is, whatever you do to get the most out of this process, you want to pick something that you can work on for 31 days. And so I picked texture. And what I found is that I really improved in that area. And even in my plein air paintings, the last few that I've done since I finished the challenge, I've noticed that it's improved quite a bit. And I'm getting more paint on the panel. I'm being a lot more deliberate about the strokes that I'm putting down. I'm leaving them alone a lot of the time after I put a nice stroke down. These are all like really good things, and things that I've been trying to achieve even over the last year and a half and have been fighting. But this process actually really helped me to nail those things down and actually improve them, because I had painted before for 2-3 days in a row, maybe a 4-day stretch, unless I'm at a retreat or something, but not 31 in a row. So that's a completely different animal. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is about day 18, I would say, something changed in me, and it's difficult to even articulate at this point, but one of the things that really happened was I think, I've been really enjoying my process over the last 4 years of, learning to be a plein air painter. And when I first started painting plein air, oil painting was completely new to me. And so I'd never painted with oil. I had never painted outdoors. So this is all brand new 4 years ago. And about day 18, I noticed that I stopped thinking about process so much. And this was really quite miraculous, and because flipping that switch in my brain, it just changed me and how I paint and how I approach a scene. And because before I'd really been thinking about a lot about how do I mix that color. I just got super cerebral, super left brain about it, and was trying to figure out, you know, what does that look like? What does look like? Bill Cummings, if you're wondering where I got that statement from. He was my mentor in Seattle. He's no longer with us, but you should look him up. He's super cool. But anyway, the about day 18, I would say, and if you look through my paintings from that whole series of 31, you can see the change kind of begin to happen. And I think what it really is I was enjoying the process of learning to be a plein air painter so much, and like learning technique and studying other artists and really just kind of digging into the whole scholastic side of it, that I kind of forgot somewhere along the way that hey, you know, I'm an artist. And I think that about that point in this 31-day process is where that really hit me, and and it really did have a profound pardon me, it had a profound effect on me, because it almost felt like I went from an experimental phase into a complete recognition of this is who I am. And you know, I'm a plein air oil painter, and I paint from life with oil. And now, the last few times that I've painted, you know, I've been able to flip that switch and not think so much about process and just mix paint and put it on the board and react to it rather than process it. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but reacting to what you see, looking at the scene, looking at the panel, looking at the scene, looking at the panel, and not judging it, but just trying to get the colors as accurately, or whatever effect you're going for, mixing them, putting them on the panel, going to the next color, mixing it, putting it on the panel, looking at, you know, texture, line, all of the things that have to do with good design and good painting and all that stuff. But it was also at this point that the process became a lot less about the challenge itself and more about the growth that was happening as a result of the challenge. I don't know what the experience is really like for other people, but in the beginning, you know, at the end of this, they put everyone's name in a hat, everyone who finishes the challenge, and they draw a name for 5 Strada Easels. That's who sponsors the challenge. And I completely forgot that there was even a possibility of a prize at the end, you know, somewhere along the way. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even really remember that it was there, because I tell you the truth, I really felt like I had already been given an amazing gift when I had made this transition and flipped that switch and just came to a place of total recognition that, you know, that I am an artist, and this is what I love doing, and I enjoy the growth and I enjoy the challenge, and I hope that just continues to multiply in an exponential way. But I love it, and I just wanted to share a few things with you about this whole process of the Strada Easel 31-day challenge. If you get an opportunity to participate in it, I know if you go to Strada Easel's website, they always talk about it on there, and they post when the next one is coming up. I do highly recommend it, and when you have to post something to Facebook every day that you've painted for 31 days, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, cool. So I wanted to share a few things, and there it is. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you take the challenge, and that you do complete it. And I hope you can experience as much growth as I did along the way, because it was really quite phenomenal. All right, catch you later.